skipping 5 seconds at a time. Possible. Well, I'm waiting for this to regulate. I think I'm going to get some music going. So my music was pretty loud that much on the microphone, so alright, let's go to one of mine. Oh, interesting. Almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play that one. Okay, so we're a minute 14 in. I have the structure completed at the Fort Sunshine Windmill turret tower. I got all the posts in. So right now we're just basically going to go up and install the windmill. So it's a long ways up to the top. Let's just turn that down a bit. Having a hard time concentrating. Alright. So now when you're placing the windmill, you basically have one chance to do this. Otherwise you're going to have to restart the game and try again. Because it won't set properly once you set it down. And if you set it down the first time, and if it doesn't place properly, and if you pick it up and try to reset it, it will most certainly won't place properly. So be sure that you know exactly where you want it. So the bridge is there. We're gonna have the windmill facing this direction. So let's get our asses into workshop mode. And let's see if we can finish this in a decent amount of time. Workshop takes a little while to load up here, as always. So what do we want? We want power. Jenny's. What do you think? Ooh, I kind of like the white. Yeah, so as I said, you only got one chance to do this. Otherwise, you're going to have to reset it. Yeah, you got to try it so you can get the posts all the way up. I think that should be good. Yeah, see, I might... but yeah, you go to reset it. And you can't set it properly at this point. So the only way to rectify that would be getting rid of the windmill and making another one, but I'm pretty sure it still won't do it. I'm almost, just from the experience that I had from Fort Sunshine, I'm pretty sure you just have to restart it until you get it to fit properly. Now these are meant more just so for protection than anything. Yeah. That's what I mean. Not all these posts are gonna go up. Okay, so we got that in. So now basically we need our... Well, let's do this first. Because really, the tower only provides 3 powers, so obviously it's not enough to power all the turrets. So I'm going to be adding a fusion core in later. However, it's just nice to have. I just consider it maybe powering for lights or something like that. So I'm going to bring all this down first. Should They just go on the side. No, because of that. Okay. Can't really twist that much further. So I'm just gonna get, like I said, all the cabling in first. Shit, we're gonna need this over here. This will end up taking a while. Not the electrical, just everything in total. I still have to install lighting, the turrets, the Tesla coils, and then have the turrets and Tesla coils on a different switch, as well as adding the one firework. Because I put, I think, yeah, just one emergency flare firework mortar on every tower. Okay, so these, I'm beginning to add, supports for that upper curve. Because unless this formed curve is rebarred to these posts here, there's not going to be much support for it going down, so we'll need to add a couple posts to support that block. I thought I had done this to all levels, but apparently not. Okay. Down to the next one. So what I was thinking with this area as well, since we have the red rocket tower and the spire, we can kind of fool around with it and maybe make it into a little mini base before I revert back to my old save. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So now, just because of the amount of turrets that we are going to have, it's just not going to be enough what we have for power. Like I said, the windmill power would be basically for the lights, I guess. So we'll just temporarily stick a fusion core here. Where's my pop-up point? There it is. It's gonna make sure that connector is visible. Now we can kind of move it around how we want. Just be temporary for now. So that's the thing. The unfortunate thing about having the Tesla arcs and the fireworks is that I'm going to need to run two separate cabling down the side. One for the turrets with the switch, and then one for the fireworks and Tesla coils. And the Tesla coils are just meant to be anti-vertibird. I mean, I'm sure they would be able to direct the Tesla coil a little bit better than it just flying all over the place. Um, so that's originally why I put the Tesla coils up on Fort Sunshine. And it was a pretty cool effect that I was quite pleased with. So now the fireworks are going to be up here. So we can go like this. Like this. And this is going to be for a firework and for a Tesla. So we won't connect the windmill power to this. This will be an independent source with a switch at the bottom. So we can get our lights in. Which I'm pretty sure. Don't remember exactly how I did it. Something like that. Now I learned the hard way as far as putting fireworks up on this. Where are you? Now you have to put them at an angle, or they will most certainly hit the windmill. But maybe we'll just do it on these sides. See, I want to put it on the edge as close as possible. Maybe we'll just put two. Because on the other one I had them firing out the fronts, but I found that half of them were hitting the windmill. So then I had to position them properly so that wasn't happening. So what we'll do is that we'll have a connector up here. That's that connector. So maybe we'll bring up another one. See, that's their build limit there. Their build limit ends there. So I'm glad we were able to get that in. Nope. Yeah, that one. Now, before I do anything, I want to program these so they're independent. Let's get a temporary generator out. Let's get our logic out. And 5 seconds is usually nice, because that way there's always a flare. Oh, yeah. So that's El Finito. Just going back in the workshop mode now. Okay. Now at Fort Sunshine, what I originally wanted to do was I think I limited to only one Tesla coil, because it was just getting too much for it to handle. Originally what I wanted was to have 4 Tesla coils, but the second set of Tesla coils I wanted on an intermittent switch, but the PS4 didn't like that too much, so I had to cease. I had to really limit myself. Otherwise, I would be placing interval switches all over the place. The fuck? Where is this going? There. Alright, so the top's finished for now. If it's lighting up or not. Okay, so that's that. So now to bring down our second set of cabling for our alarm system. And we should be right on our way to getting done. That's why I don't really concentrate so much on alarms anymore and putting different switches into my builds because they just take up too much space. Like at Nordhagen, my target practice site really fucked things up as far as rendering went. I should have just had that by itself somewhere else. Very tedious. Especially when it's this big. We're actually pretty close to being done. Fuck. Say another 20 minutes we should be finito. So now we will put the switch here. Actually, a switch there. So this can go to here. This can go to here. This can go to here. Before we hook it up, we'll have to turn the power off. Otherwise my Tesla arcs will go crazy. So I'll clean this up once I have the scaffolding done, but I won't bother for now. So we can get our lights in. So since I have USO downloaded this time for the Spire, I'm going to make a different lighting system. We'll come back for the gun emplacements later. So I think we'll go red-purple. Red-orange is kind of a more manly color, but I don't know. Red-purple kind of has a nice cool tinge to it. So we're going to be back to red. Which is this way. There it is. You have to do this now, otherwise, once you have the turrets in, it'll be pretty impossible. Without having to move the turrets out of the way. So we're back to purple. Back to red. And then we're at the windmill. Oh wait. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 5. So now the inherent problem with these is that it's not pushed out, so it has a very limited range of fire. Unfortunately, I need acid. Fuckers. Now, if this was me without mods, I would have to go and grab materials, or go adventuring to grab the money so I can grab materials. And most of my projects usually take about 1,000 glass units. And getting glass units from Bunker Hill would usually take about 20 to 30 minutes, not including the adventuring time that I would need to be able to buy that stuff. So I think that's really the best bet, is just sticking this out as far as you can. The only other thing that I can think of, which is what we'll try on the other one, the one above this one, but this is pretty much what you have to do, is extend them as far as possible. But what you could do, if it'll work or not, yeah, is that we can go to this. Go like that. This wouldn't really need posts, and besides, having posts coming down would fuck things up. So we'll make this, I think we'll do this for all of them, with the exception of the machine gun turrets, because they're lower to the ground. Okay. So the turrets, we'll put some heavy fusion. Heavy laser, sorry. So this will give you a little better of a firing arc, because you can extend this out more. And I don't think I'm going to get the whole video done today, I still need to get videos up and shit, or lights up, but we'll see. So I counted 5 of these. So this level, let's put in. Now we never really want any missiles pointing in toward the base, because of course missiles will kill your settlers. Not always, but sometimes. Even on either side ish. So we'll make this missiles. Put a couple plasma spinning turrets. Okay. Up the next floor. So this is where we'll put missiles, but on the outside facing wall only. Okay, so it's the outside, that's the outside. So we can put a missile here. And on the inside, an alien blaster. One more level of turrets. That's the outside. So this one will be a pulse turret. This will be meant mostly for vertibirds. Oops. Another pulse missile up here. Maybe we'll put minigun up here. Now, excuse me. Power, no, power. Switches. I think we'll just put a connector in. Just deciding where. That's the wrong one. That's the Tesla side. That's the side we want. That's the side that is already hooked up to the power. Okay, it's only getting windmill power. So something's going on. Oh, that would be why. That would most definitely be why it wasn't working properly. Hey, it's going all the way down, good. I know this is slow, it would probably be faster if I made a video and edited it, but to be honest with you, making these videos are just a lot easier for me, because editing takes a long time. And since a lot of people don't appreciate my videos anyways, it's really a waste of my time to spend 2 months on storylines when people just end up disliking them anyways. So I think I'll just get Okay, so now we get to get this. Guess I don't know why people are spontaneously adding me to groups. Considering I've had nothing but bad experiences with PSN communities, and actually any Fallout 4 community I've had bad experiences with. Pretty much Bethesda in general as well. So we're getting there. The thing is, then we have to do all the lighting, which I think I will probably leave until the next video. So we'll probably just finish this up, and then we will go from there. It's a little long, isn't it? I think it's a better idea having these extruding out a bit. This gives a better range of fire. This is what happens in workshop mode. Well, there we go. Oh my god, where are you? Oh yeah. So I think I'm going to cut this video short here after I place these turrets. I'll sleep until nighttime just to give you an idea of what it looks like. And I'll have to fix up stuff like that as well. 12. Oh no, not that long. So we still have to add the exterior lights. I noticed there's a little bit of structure missing, so I'll have to add that as well. But yeah, that's the effect that it gives. So it'll look much better once it has the lighting on the outside. But you can certainly see how much taller it is than the red rocket, which is why we need all that support. Because that's a pretty tall spire to have without a lot of support. Be very prone to tipping over. So yeah, that's it. It'll look better once the scaffolding's gone and once all the lights are installed. But yeah, thanks for joining me for another Fallout 4 build tutorials for people. Hopefully this helped out a little bit. I know my builds aren't very lore friendly, but then again, 200 years after the last nuclear bomb, I can pretty much guarantee you that this entire area would be filled with forest and woodland. So, the lore that Fallout 4 provides, I don't really like. And if you're telling me that 200 years after a nuclear fallout, people wouldn't organize and start rebuilding, then you're crazy. Because I can assure you, we've had apocalypses and worldwide catastrophes in the past with human beings. It's just not written in the history books. Anyways, thanks for joining again. I will see you probably tomorrow for finishing this build. Thank you and have a wonderful day.